One of the common threads I see in the Don v. Ron saga is how it really doesn't matter what happened yesterday when it comes to the things that Don says today. Because he keeps referencing how he's ahead in the polls. And before people freak out, I just want to say that I wish people on either side of this viewpoint would just be honest and fair in their treatment of this situation. Because when the polls are in Donnie's favor, look at the polls. But when they're not in his favor, they're fake. This is just reality. I'm not endorsing DeSantis or anybody else with this post. I'm just saying, you gotta at least be fair with it.
This is a website called thetrumparchive.com. This website allows you to search an index of his tweets using certain terms. So I searched fake polls and found 50 separate tweets. The recent presidential polls are inaccurate and they came to me because they are fake. 2020. You can see the thread. They're fake. It shows the date, the time that it was issued. Most of these in 2020. They're fake. The polls are fake. The polls are a media con job. Fake news. You know, you can just see fake news. Polls are fake. I mean, you get the idea. The fake news will only show the fake polls. Fake news suppression polls. Fake poll by ABC News. Fake, fake, fake. You can see all of them. All of these references to fake polls.
Yet, despite this, the success that he's having at the polls right now are being used to justify why DeSantis should drop out of the race or nobody has a chance. With even Trump even suggesting and saying he doesn't understand why anybody else is even running. What's so puzzling about all this stuff is just people are not being fair with their criticisms. And to me, the number one argument that everybody seems to keep coming to as to why Donnie is better is because of these polls. So they're fake when he's losing, but they're good when he's ahead. And he's even citing mainstream polls some of the time. I just wish people would have the critical thinking to not use absolutely anything that comes out or anything that he says as some type of weapon to justify their position. I care a lot about politics. I've never been polled in my life. I don't know about you, but I don't even know anybody that's ever participated in any of these polls. And even though they're an interesting barometer to the day and day ups and downs, they are certainly far from perfect. So to suggest that leading in the polls, especially with this much distance between now and the general and almost as much to the primary, to me doesn't really prove all that much. So even though, again, every time I mention this situation, people seem to freak out and get upset about it, you're being dishonest. You're not being fair. If you like the results, it's real, it's good. If you don't like it, it's fake. Fox is fake and Fox is globalist and doesn't have stars or whatever. And then he goes on Fox. Is that globalist? Is Hannity a star? It's like people are so blinded to what they want to be the case that they can't even have any critical thinking or set a standard by which to measure what's actually going on here. And this topic is so hot and so divisive amongst people that generally agree with each other on 99 out of 100 things that if any person even slightly suggests or brings this up, they're like, oh, NBC, simp, you're a simp. You're becoming the people that you pretend to hate. You're becoming exactly who you're purporting is the enemy. You don't want to hold anybody accountable. You want to stick with your horse and that's it. But not holding these people, these men, these leaders to account means that we're just setting ourselves up for disappointment. And the fact that so many people are behaving this way, to me, represents why so many people on the left dislike people on the right to begin with. We got to sharpen up. And the fact that you can't even agree with a person on 99% of things, but even consider what they're saying in a video because you think that they don't like the person that you like, we're setting ourselves up for disaster. And this whole, the polls are good if he's winning, but if not, they're fake thing is just a symptom of a far greater problem.